Guys, it's a cold Saturday morning, and honestly don't have that much energy to be here at the gym, but we're here at the gym. Why? Because I am positioning myself for success. Why? Because I want to avoid jealousy, bro. Honestly, I know if I don't go to the damn gym today, I'm gonna feel like I've missed out on an opportunity. And if I were to not go to the gym every Saturday, or if I was to not work out every week, I would feel like I had missed out on dozens and hundreds, if not thousands, of opportunities to become my best self. So try your best in this life to try your best, because that way you will be able to avoid jealousy. You won't look at others and say, man, they got that, or man, look at his body, or look at his car, look at her relationship, look at what they got. When you try your best in your life, you've done everything you can in order to be your best self, so you are able to walk with a clean conscience, knowing that you've done everything, and hey man, like, I've tried my best, and that's it. If certain things don't happen for you in your life, like, it's okay. You tried your best. You can live with yourself. Some people don't have that. Some people can't live with themselves. Some people live in a state of regret and anger and self-resentment and bitterness and jealousy. And that's why I say try your best in life, so to avoid jealousy. We want to avoid jealousy. We want to increase our self-esteem. We want to love ourselves. But in my journey, loving myself has costed a lot of self-sacrifice of comfort. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because I follow the traditional American philosophy, where it's like a try hard philosophy, but it's worked, man. It's worked for the most part in my experience. I do have high self-love. I do feel like I have healthy self-esteem, and that comes from, ever since I was a teenage boy who started participating in sports, who tried his best in the classroom, who tried his best not to be a shitty teen that would bully others, who tried his best to be as humble as he could be, even though I wasn't always. But all of that helped me develop a sense of self-esteem, self-confidence, self-love, and self-respect, and belief that I can achieve things that I wanted to achieve. When I was a teen, I started running cross country. I started wrestling, and I remember before I even did those, I would do workouts by myself as a 12-year-old, and I had a pair of 5-pound or 10 or 8-pound dumbbells in my room, and I would do push-ups, and then I would do the dumbbells, and I would just do different exercises. I had no idea. I would watch Scooby 1967 on YouTube, and I would just copy his workouts, and before you knew it, a few months later, I had a little bit of muscle on me. I was able to do 50, 60, 70 push-ups, and that consistency turned into something for me that became so much more deeper than just like working out. It became a little bit of self-identity. It became the self-esteem, but it would have never happened had I not gone against the resistance of my laziness. It would have never happened had I not had that thought that looked ahead into the future and imagined myself as something better. I had to imagine myself as something better as a 12-year-old boy. I had to imagine myself as someone strong, as someone who is capable of these pretty extreme physical acts in order to do the workouts to get to that point. And every single time I would work out, it would get me one step closer to that actualization of my dream being a reality. And this is true for lots of different instances in my life. For example, when I went out to get my master's program, I had to save $25,000 before I got my master's program. It was an arduous, hard process I was working 7 days a week for almost a year, and I was a pizza delivery boy, I was an Instacart driver, and I was working with kids at that time. So it was all the time, but I knew that at the end of the day, I would achieve something that I could truly be proud of, and that would be attaining my master's degree and completing it, and attaining a professional career. Imagine had I never tried in my life and I had remained a Pizza Hut delivery driver up until the age of 45. How would I feel? I would look at other people and jealousy, and I would look at them and I would probably have a little bit of spite in me. And that's what I notice sometimes in people who are a little older. And not all. Some people who kind of have, had those types of jobs like Pizza Hut delivery, no, but in some there was like an anger. There was a sense of like that they had not tried enough in their mind. They had not went against the resistance of their mind, and they were kind of stuck. And everyone's got their reasons. But ultimately, you have to try in life to avoid jealousy. So today is a beautiful Saturday, a little foggy, a little cold Saturday morning, and we are going to do a 1-hour weight workout. And we are positioning ourselves for success today, because the positioning for success never ends. Like I said, when I was a teen, I was trying to position myself for success in wrestling and track. I'm almost 30 years old now, and I'm positioning myself to have a good summer body for 2026. And when do you do that? Well, summer bodies are made in the wintertime. So you do that now at the end of January. You do that last year in November, so that you position yourself to be the greatest version of you in the future. So that in the future you can look back and say, wow, I did it. And you can actually look at yourself in the mirror and say, holy shit, that came from all the efforts, all the times I didn't want to get up, all the times I didn't want to take that extra shower and eat that healthy meal, all the times I wanted to go out, but I resisted. So got a bunch of buddies. We're trying to get fit before Coachella 2026. We all have caloric deficits. We're all going to the gym. We're all doing cardio, walking, running, and I am doing the same. And I'm trying to get below 150 pounds. Right now I'm about 155, and I'm trying to get the muscles to show a little bit more. I'm not very strict about the muscles right now. My focus is more just the caloric deficit, trying to get to 150, sustain it to April, get the abs to show a little bit more, and just maybe do one weight workout a week, 1 to 2 weight workouts a week. Just get the muscles just show a little bit, and then hopefully look good for Coachella, man. That's the goal. It'll be about mid-spring by that time, and we will be rocking and rolling. We'll be looking good as a group, and it's exciting. I think everybody's excited to look good for Coachella 2026, and so am I. It gives you a little bit of motivation to get up and out and hit the gym and not eat everything that your heart desires, and to have a little discipline and impulse control. So with that, guys, remember, try your best in life to avoid jealousy. Try your best in life to gain that self-respect. Try your best in life to attain self-love. It is there, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You could always get it. And it's a fascinating experience once you achieve some goals, especially, I would say, even after 30 years old, after 40, after 50, you can achieve some goals, and you can inspire yourself. So today we're choosing to live in inspiration. Today we're choosing to see the vision. Today we are taking steps. Prior me, past me is taking steps for future me. And future me is so grateful for what I'm about to do right now. And with this, we're going to avoid jealousy. We're going to become our best selves. We're going to bring ourselves into social situations and present our best self. And that's a beautiful thing, guys. So with that, everybody, enjoy your Saturday. Do something today that will benefit your health or your finances. Or if you just need to rest, take that rest day. Rest days are critical. All right, guys. Peace and love.